Hi everyone, this is Erica Slayton with Wallach and Volk Mortgage, and I'm coming to you with a very delayed Wednesday wisdom, and I apologize about that, but I thought better late than never. I'm joining you from my backyard where it's my happy place, and it's one of those things that I just love sitting out here to kind of refresh and rejuvenate with my dog. But I was coming to you this week because I was thinking about something that people say to me constantly, which is, how do you have so much energy? And I thought to myself, that's a great question. And I started looking into it a little bit more. And of course, one of the things that I've always known is that we are all made of, atoms and molecules and whatnot. And on a molecular level, we all vibrate, including the things that we own. So including, my candle. It has glass that vibrates because it's got molecules and atoms in it. Everything around us does. And so if you've ever seen an atom under an electron microscope, it's pretty interesting to see that something solid really isn't solid when you get down to it. I'm kind of a science nerd in that regard, so there's a ton of stuff on YouTube you can look at and see this. But how to increase your own vibration or energy level at your molecular level is something I wanted to talk about, because I was really starting to think about what do I do to help myself in that regard. And so also it helps with stress relief. With those of us in the real estate industry could really use that. So first things first, smile. So you want to create your own joy and your own happiness. And so one of the things that I do a lot of is smile. So about 20 years from now, when you see lots of, smile lines, you can remind me of this conversation. Having a bad day, just smile. It'll make you feel better. Smile for 10 seconds at least. Add a giggle in there, really helps as well. But when you smile more, it actually forces your body to create a hormone giving you the feeling to match that smile. So it's really fascinating was when I started looking at numbers, which of course is my passion as well, is that kids smile on average 400 times a day, which is a lot. And in looking at my own children, I could definitely see that statistic is accurate. But the sad thing is only 14% of adults smile less than 5 times a day, which I thought was pretty sad and pretty shocking. And because I'm such a happy, love smiling kind of person, it definitely was something that made me think, how can we make those people smile more? So, of course, smiling is contagious. So that's one thing that you want to share, but you just want to keep your cold to yourself, or the flu here lately. And there was a study that actually showed one smile could generate the same level of brain stimulation as 2,000 bars of chocolate, which was kind of crazy. And I think that my youngest son might very well disagree with that notion. But also, it also makes you appear more confident to others. So that's a good thing if you're in a sales profession, because then you appear more confident and competent. So check out the TED Talk that's about smiling. I'll put that link down in the bottom of my video so that you can check that one out, because that was kind of cool. It even says that you can even potentially live longer by smiling more, so that's another bonus. The other thing is breathe. If you've seen my videos in the past, you know that that's my latest thing, is started meditating a while back, and it's of course for stress relief for me. It makes myself feel so much better. But the thing is, you breathe about 17,280 times to 23,040 times a day, according to the EPA. But do you really breathe deeply, down deep, every once in a while throughout the day? You probably don't, because breathing is obviously something you just do. It's unconscious for you, thank goodness. But we have so many distractions throughout the day. I'll give you an example, one of mine, my phone, that, it's one of those things that to get yourself to a higher energy state, a better state of mind, is take a deep breath. I use this technique for my youngest son to calm him down as well when he's upset about something. So there's my dog. So take a deep belly breath for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and then just let it all out. And it's amazing the stress relief and the stress off the shoulders that I feel when I do this. It's literally, I just felt like the stress is just melting away. So do that a few times, a couple times a day, and you will definitely feel better. The other thing is to be grateful. One of the things that I started doing back in November was writing down my gratitude in my gratitude journal. I just got myself a new one, and I thought I'm going to start using this sucker. And so, did you know that showing that gratitude can actually improve your well-being. So it can increase happiness, reduce depression, strengthen resiliency. You can even live longer. So smile and gratitude, you live longer. There you go. Lower blood pressure, you can have higher self-esteem and experience just greater overall happiness just by expressing gratitude and writing it down. The other thing that I read, which I thought was quite interesting, because I do it in the morning, but once I read this, I thought I'm going to start doing this before bedtime, is that people who express the gratitude and have that journal actually sleep better at night. And so I'm kind of an insomniac, so I think I'm going to try that. Dr. Robert Emmons has actually been doing 10 years of research on this very topic, and he had 3 groups of participants who had a gratitude journal, one who would write down whatever they wanted, and then the last group would write down whatever was bothering them that day, kind of like I used to do in my journal. And the gratitude journal group had a much higher level of well-being. They slept better, they exercised more, and they just kick-started their brains more. So I thought that was kind of cool. So think about what you have, not what you don't. Tell people something you appreciate about them. Hold the door open for them. Pay it forward, like buying the stranger behind you a cup of coffee as a surprise at Starbucks, which I love doing. I think that's really fun. And examine what you are grateful for and why. Example this morning really fast at the office is I got a text message on my way in, and sitting in the parking lot, and it says, "Would you like a Starbucks?" And I'm like, heck yeah, who doesn't? So there was a Starbucks chai tea latte on my desk within 15 minutes, and it was a nice little surprise. So 3 ways to raise your vibration, reduce stress, increase happiness. There you have it. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.